Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome back. Gamakas, we have been discussing and we discussed how Gamakas evolved and how we are using the Gamakas. What is the purpose of using the Gamakas? What are its dimensions and what are the types of Gamakas? Everything we understood in the last episode. Now, we have to understand Veena is a standard instrument on which all the Gamakas have been developed. That is very well understood through the reference we have from various texts written by our scholars. And we should understand that we have different scholars who have contributed to the development of Gamakas in Carnatic music. It is described in various ways in different texts, and number of Gamakas are some texts it is less and in some texts it is more. But the definition of the Gamakas is almost the same. It is not altered. But they may add one or two more. So, till Haubila Parijata, Haubila wrote Parijata, we have reference. And starting from Pundarika Vitala, who lived in around 12th and 13th century, we have different Shastrakaras, musicologists, who have different Gamakas, described Gamakas in their text. In Sangeeta Ratnakara, Sharangadeva recognizes 15 Gamakas. And in Sangeeta Makaranda, Narada recognizes about 16 Gamakas. Sangeeta Ratnakara, 15. Then Sangeeta Makaranda by Narada describes about 16 Gamakas, one addition to that. And there was another great scholars, Parsvadeva and Haripala, they recognize about 7 Gamakas only. And to note all those things, we have Venkatamukhi, Sarangadeva, then Haubila, then we have Parsvadeva and Haripala. All these Shastrakaras have different Gamakas presentation. But all these should be recorded somewhere else, isn't it? That was carried by a great scholars called as Subramaya Dikshitar. He comes from the Muthuswami Dikshitar Parampara, the great trinity of our Carnatic music, and he has recorded all the Gamakas, 15 Gamakas, with even signs. Okay, that's the best part of it. He gives the signs for each and every Gamakas. It is the greatest thing for us. The technology we say about today, and we say about physics, we say about geometry. In our Vedas, in our culture, this has been a part and parcel of our life. So we have to understand different types of Gamaka, which is very important. I want to give you certain very important points about the Gamakas with the Veena. I told Veena has been the center point for developing Gamakas. And how it is developed, let us understand it. See, there's like, it has been formed in 3 ways according to analysis like this. These Gamakas formation can be grouped under 3 categories. What are the 3 categories? Let us understand it. A set of gamakas is formed by pulling the string downwards. Okay. With the left hand fingers keeping them on a particular swara. This is called as kampita type. Okay. And those gamakas that are formed mainly by beating the left hand middle finger, beating the left hand middle finger. This is the middle finger. On a particular swara, they belong to the Spurita family. Why I say beating, we should not use that. You are giving more embellishment or more preference to the second note. Beating is a wrong word, rather. So the second note is given more preference. You repeat the same note twice, but the second note is stressed upon. Where you stress upon a note, second note, you can say that. Not beating, stress upon the second note. And the third one is Muchana family. So it is mainly formed by sliding the left hand fingers along the strings. Movement control. Okay. Now let us start now with the Kampita family. In this episode we'll little bit deal with Kampita family. Swara Kampito Gamakaha, we have understood it. So if I say, this is not having any Gamaka. This is having Gamaka. You can see oscillation. This is Kampita. You can see oscillation. How you apply it, that is second chapter. We not worry about the application. You understand about what are the gamakas, how we play it, how we present it. Gandharam. You can see that oscillation. I am pressing the string down. I am not pulling it back. With pressing the string down, you also get gamaka in Veena. The same if I pull back. Is this the same? Let us do both together and understand. This is pressing. You can see the difference of pattern of production of the same Kampita Gamaka. By pulling back or pressing on the same fret, down the string. Again we'll do it. Observe the difference in the sound, which is very, very important. This is pressing down. Now, I said when I was describing gamaka, you should present the gamaka within a defined frequency range. You should define your frequency how it should be for a raga. You cannot present it how and whatever way you want it. If I cannot do this. My gap, how much I can pull behind is a defined one. If you go beyond it, the note loses its swarupa, its form. See here? See it? You can observe when I will start moving the finger back slowly. Observe when the note will lose its shape. The notes will lose its form, sorry, not shape. Okay? Let's observe it again. Okay? You can see that the sound itself changed completely. The frequency itself changed completely. See here? Here? This is not real. This is not the sound. Is it the Chatushrati Shabha? No. It's not Chatushrati Shabha. But see how it is? What a difference. That's the beauty of Veena. See it? Here? I reached Chatushrati Shabha after so much frequency variations. How many, even the macro frequency, what you are hearing, how much you can distinguish yourself. Then between that also there exist micro frequencies, which you cannot hear it, but the brain can perceive it when you produce it together. That's the beauty of Kampita Gamaka. So, the Kampita Gamaka has two forms. One is Hrasva Kampita, Dhirga Kampita. What is Hrasva Kampita? Short is Hrasva Kampita. Dhirga Kampita is a long Kampana, is Hrasva, Dhirga Kampita. So this is all. Let us play Sarale with the Gamaka, without the Gamaka. You will understand where I am. These are all Hrasva Kampita. I am not giving Dirgha Kampitas anywhere here. Understand? If I am giving, you have to identify. Let us have a task like that. Let us present this with the Kampita Gamaka, the adaptation of Kampita Gamaka. Can we give Gamaka to all the notes in a raga? No. That is also defined in our text. Which swara you have to give Gamaka, which type of Gamaka you can adapt to which note is also predefined. And Shastra Lakshya Lakshana is always together. If a student does not involve himself in musicology and study music together with musicology, then he will not be a good musician. Did you understand? So when you are learning, you should understand all these things, which is very, very important. So website development பண்றப்போ during the development of website, what you see is what you get. There is one builder. You might have seen it. So whatever you put it, you will get it. You don't have to do any programming there. So it is like the reference is vocal. What you sing in vocal should be reflected on the veena, and what you present on the veena should be presented. It should be able to be presented on the vocal also. Both are vice versa. But certain gamakas which are there for the veena cannot be produced on the cannot be sung because of limitations. That we'll understand later. So, but whatever a Gayaka does for singing, he can surely present it on the veena without any instrument. These are all Kampita, Rasva Kampita. We understood about Rasva Kampita. This. There are many other Gamakas involved in this. When we learn later, we'll understand what are the Jalu Gamakas, other Gamakas is involved in this. But for the Kampita, how much oscillation you should give for a note is also one very important aspect. You observe here. I gave 3 oscillation approximately. The oscillation each note takes is different. Kampita Gamaka, each note takes is different. It is not same. While coming, the Gamaka changes. It is not the same oscillation you. It is different. How many oscillation? 3. Ga, re, sa, 2 oscillation. Re, sa, it shows where what I am singing. The swara itself tells you that. So this is very, very important. Dhirka Kampita. Adaptation of it is very important. Even in ragas, certain ragas, when we are playing, we use Rasva Kampita. Saveri. Here, the beauty of Gandhara, embellishment, is shown with the Kampita Gamaka. If you don't do that, Saveri is not visible. The raga Saveri is not visible. Beauty of Rishabha in Saveri. We also has a beauty in Saveri. It's not complete Rishabha. It comes a little bit lesser than the normal Rishabha. gari yanda nechina. The composer says how you have to sing. Yanda nechina yanda. See it? The Revata. The Sangati itself tells you. Yanda the nechina nechina sabadabimi. How you have to sing each note is described well in this Kriti. Saveri Varna also tells you this. So, the beauty of Kambita Gamaka, Rasva Kambita, is very, very important. You have to adapt with different ragas. Now, it's a very detailed subject. Kambita Gamaka itself is a very detailed subject. Every raga you have to analyze and then adapt. Which is the one which shows you that Kirtanas are there. Even first you have to practice the Swaradatis in it, Sarade in it, then Alankaras in it, then Janti Vasas in it, then you have to practice the Swaradatis in it, then you have to practice the Varnas in it, then go to the Kirtana. Every raga you have to do this. Otherwise, we will not be complete. Dirga Kampita. Dirga Kampita over this. Very valid example is Ananda Veri. What's it? Dirga Kampita. எவ்வளோ இசிக்கிறாங்க நிஷாதத்துக்கு ரிஷபத்துக்கு காந்தாரம். அதே காந்தாரம் without Kampita, not much. Nishadam. This is Dirga Kampita. So we have covered the Kampita complete lesson. We have a lot of adaptation. And when we meet in the next class, we'll understand the second Gamakas and we accordingly proceed with the Gamaka class. Thank you so much.